Hey, everybody, it's Mama's Comedy Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Mama's Comedy Show. Hi, cousin everyone. It's me, Cousin Todd, and with me is Cousin Melanie.
Hello, hello.
And for his first time in the new venue, Cousin Kenny.
Hey!
You found us.
I found you, finally, after all these months.
Now
He's
that
been
was...
searching, walking down the street, asking everyone where they are.
That's creepy.
Yes, that's literally what I did.
So that was... Thank you, Cousin Janice, for helping us out. Is this your first time to a Mama show?
It is.
Where are you from?
Currently here.
You're from currently here? That
She
sounds...
lives in the brewery.
She's a vagrant.
She's a local.
She found us faster than Kenny did.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
She found us on our first attempt.
Well, she had beer. I have seltzer water.
And where did you hear about us just by chance?
My friend Jody.
And you've been before?
No.
No? Where did you hear about it?
I literally.
You just recommend things that you don't know? If it could be awful. Yeah. Hey,
You know what? That's a brave woman. That's a brave woman.
Hey,
Let's
She
set
just
the bar
sees
real
something.
low.
Let's
It's going to
do
be
it.
awful.
What's the worst that can
It's
happen?
going to be horrible. The highlight of this night is going to be that intro.
The worst thing that could happen is we could die. My worries are
Okay,
over.
no,
There
that
we
got
go.
too far. I don't want that one.
that was always my when someone said what's the worst that could happen, my brain always goes to a way that I could die from this. Like when it was, hey, ask that girl out. What's the worst that could happen? I went, she could be crazy and she could just shoot me, or she could think I'm going to attack her and
Okay.
spray mace in my
Ready?
face and then I stumble into traffic.
You ready?
Yeah.
You should just buy an apple. What's the worst that could happen?
Happen. Thanks, Eve.
I could choke
I
on
thought
it.
you might answer. Thank you, Kenny. Kenny got what I was doing.
I might choke on it.
You
I
never
was
choked
giving
on
you
an apple?
situations.
No, I've
Like
never.
not the phone, the actual fruit.
Yeah, no, I know how to eat an apple. I'm not an idiot. You choke it. Is that a problem you have, Melanie?
In all honesty, any food, there's a possibility I could choke on it. Because if I have to talk and eat and I can't focus on one or the other,
And
there's
what
a
are you doing?
solid chance.
What are you doing
I'm
right
eating
now?
and talking.
Now that choking risk, does that only involve food or other things?
Guckle?
Here's-
Yeah.
Real unrelated to that for just 1 second. I've actually, in mid eating slices of apple, multitasking, poked myself in my eye with an apple slice.
Yeah.
That's a real story.
Women and apples, right?
Exactly.
The root of all evil.
So they go for your eye.
Yeah. Yeah,
Why
well,
do you think my middle name is Adam?
Because your parents are religious?
Yeah, no, they just named me Adam.
Oh, that's kind of boring.
Yeah.
My middle name is Christopher,
Like every other.
but it has Christ in it.
My middle name's Deborah. I got nothing for you. I just feel like we're sharing.
Yeah.
It actually was supposed to be, talking about middle names, it was supposed to be Devora, which was my grandmother's name. However,
Was your grandmother a sorceress?
yes, welcome. However, my dad filled out the birth certificate when my mom wasn't around and he didn't know how to spell it, so he just wrote Deborah. So my middle name's Deborah, and my mom finally woke up. She was like, "What the fuck happened?" And he was like, "I don't know how to spell. I wasn't listening to you these past 9 months." So my middle name's Deborah.
That's good. That's not a very...
That's a very white story.
Yeah. It is.
Like you should literally go down to the courthouse and legally change your middle name.
To Devora.
Yeah.
I mean, she's dead now, so I don't feel obligated.
Do you, we'll ask you guys since you've never. This also, by the way, this isn't the show. Yeah, so don't leave and go. They were just talking into microphones about what their middle names were. Are either of you? Where are you two from originally?
I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
Nice.
That's Chi-Town. That's the Windy
the
City.
Windy City. Yep.
Why did you make direct eye contact with
Well,
me when you
because
said that?
I felt like I had to mansplain it to you.
Okay.
Mansplaining, ladies, is when a man.
Stop it.
That's manspreading. And where are you from originally?
I'm from a small town in Utah.
A small town in Utah. Do you have Mormon parents?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you Mormon or did you leave the church? Oh, you're drinking. Never mind. I got it. Have you, my old roommate was Mormon and they're not allowed to have caffeine. So he refused.
Really?
Yeah. He refused to have coffee, but would drink Coca-Cola like a motherfucker. And he was like, this is okay. God doesn't like this form of caffeine.
Was that because he didn't know it had caffeine, or was that an acceptable?
It's acceptable because it wasn't hot.
Oh,
It's acceptable because it
it's
wasn't what?
temperature based.
It's caffeine and hot.
Well,
So
at what point
So
does...
So he could he have room temperature Coca-Cola or
No, like room temperature coffee, in theory, yes, but no.
What about an iced coffee?
No. Like,
But that's
no,
cold.
I understand.
religion is fucked up.
Yeah. You know the
I
interesting
mean,
thing...
I'm not gonna judge or anything, but seriously, it's fucked
The
up.
interesting thing about Mormons is they had a lot of like break off cults that
Yeah.
that came out of Mormonism, and every time I love listening to the stories of them, and every single cult story, they have like they go one step too far. Like it's always one step too. Like I could be the leader of a cult, and I could be like, hey, so this is my cult.
Please don't. If this is you pitching one, I'm just gonna vote right now. Please don't.
You're gonna be my.
I don't want it.
You're my snow hoe.
That's Todd's next Fringe show.
But every single one, it's like a guy, and he's like, "Yep, I live on this gigantic plantation, and there are so many people that work this for me, and everyone they're selling their homes and they're giving me all of their money. The women are just mine to do with as I please, and then at one point, like this guy is." Every single one of these guys, they're just fucking anything that moves. They're living the high life, and then they go, let's kill that sheriff. See?
That was a lie.
Yeah, that was the line. You flew too close to the sun. You had it all, but then you had to go and kill a sheriff.
See, if you said
Okay,
like a
can I-
mall security
I
guard,
was gonna say,
you'd
can
be
I back
fine,
up and just
but-
say, we're still saying sheriff?
Yeah.
They're from small towns.
Small
Yeah.
towns, okay.
You know Orlando has a sheriff, right?
I mean, yes, but how often is that the one person they pick?
well, I mean, it's usually because someone is like an obstacle for something else that they
Yeah.
want to do. And it's
I mean,
always
this
a
is
sheriff.
this is a major metropolitan. They're not going to go for the sheriff. They're going to go for someone way down the list.
I mean, I feel like I would...
Assistant
Assistant sheriff.
I
The
feel like-
sheriff's
the sheriff's secretary?
sheriff's secretary. The sheriff twice removed.
I feel like I would be a good cult leader. Like, I'd be
I
fun.
literally just said, let's not do that.
Breathe into this rag.
Well, now hold on a second. I kind of want to hear where Todd
All right,
has
what's your
to go
cult
with
based
this.
in? I know what mine would be.
You do?
Maybe, I don't know. You do yours first.
What's your pitch, Todd?
All right. So my pick, they're all about God is coming and I'm the only one that can save you, right? So like
Or
that's
like you have a direct line communication.
that's tired. That is tired and done. So I would say I'm going to go with. Are you familiar with?
Clearly, you're not familiar with it either because you can't say it.
No, I had a brain fart. Stupid.
Wow, I will no longer
He's
join
the
your
leader
cult.
of a cult.
I'm sorry.
He's allowed to have brain farts
Yeah.
every so often. Respect our leader, Melanie.
Sorry.
In my cult, I am allowed to have brain farts. That is actually, it's a stutter because that is when the creator is speaking to me.
Directly
what?
into your mouth.
You know what? Melanie doesn't want to do this anymore, so from now on, you're now Devora. We're naming you
no.
Devora.
Are you familiar with simulation theory?
Like that we're in a simulation? Yes.
That life is a simulation.
Yes.
And so that, I will say, for my cult, we've embraced the fact that simulation theory is true.
So we're all in a simulation.
Right. However, some people get to wake up into an amazing life, which is essentially heaven, if you think about it. If you
Yeah.
break down simulation theory, it's very, very Christian-like,
Okay.
with the exception of people on computers. So, yeah, I have a direct line to the coder of the simulation.
That would be God.
Yeah, or this guy. His name is Ned. Ned is
Or Ned.
Ned is in
Out
charge.
of all the name options,
Ned?
Ned.
Yeah. You have a problem with Ned?
That's all I can think of is like a Ned Flanders, right?
Hi diddly ho.
Just sitting up there typing away zeros and ones.
So yeah, no, I have a direct line to him, and
Okay.
if you give me all your digital currency, which is basically real money to you people, then I will put in a good word with Ned. Also,
and he can program me anything I want.
right, and also I need access to every hole. That is. That
And
is
he means
Is it all at
every
once?
hole.
no, not all at once. I'm not sharing. I am selfish.
You don't know what Ned wants.
No, I do. I'm the only one that knows what Ned wants.
Maybe Ned has secrets from you.
We did, when I ran the Duty Humor sketch comedy show, we did create a fake religion called Dudianity. And I really, really loved that because it was fun to kind of create like rules. And I went, man, this is how people must have felt when they were doing the Bible. But I was like, hey, Melanie, I'm coming closer to you for a second.
Oh boy.
Actually, I'm tethered to this. Come closer to me.
No.
Yeah, come closer.
Why? Tell me why first.
Because I'm going to indoctrinate you. All it takes is two
Why
fingers.
is it me? Kenny, your turn.
In Dudianity, if someone
Why
goes,
am I doing it?
hey, would you like to be a member of Dudianity? You can say no. Yeah, say no.
No.
Tap. With a tap on the head, you're in, regardless of whether you want it or not. Now you are a member of our church, and nothing you say or do can prevent us from accepting you as being part of our church.
You accept me no matter what?
Yep. Also, the cornerstone of our religion is that we believe Patrick Swayze had a time machine and went back in time and masturbated into the primordial ooze that we all came from.
That
So
explains
I'm a little bit
lot.
Patrick Swayze?
There's a little Patrick Swayze in all of us.
Yes.
So yeah, that was the origin of ours. And when people would say, well, how could Patrick Swayze go back in time and create life if he never existed before that? And our answer was always, our Bible has one discrepancy. Yours has hundreds. So what is your cult, Melanie?
I feel like as I thought more about my cult, it really just makes me like, I don't know, like the head of a monarchy. So I don't know if it's a cult so much, but I
You want to
just
be a
want
political leader.
No, I don't want to do politics at all, but I just want to sit in like a comfy, fancy room and have people bring me snacks. And then once in a while, like someone funny comes in and does like a funny little skit.
A jester, yeah.
Right. So then as I thought through it, I'm like, that's just old time royalty is what I was going for. It wasn't so much a cult as just like, you could juggle, that'd be cool.
Yeah, all right. But you're not demanding the use of anyone's holes?
Honestly, I just assume I'm cool enough that they're offering. Okay.
I mean, there's...
you don't think enough people are offering that I'd be okay?
Well,
Okay, moving on. Kenny?
Kenny, do you have a cult?
My cult would just be me and a bunch of people sitting around playing video games and watching movies. We like to keep it simple.
Yeah.
The only complicated thing is that it would probably be like 20 guys and one girl, and the girl is given a 20-sided die, and once a week she's got to roll the dice, or whatever number she lands on. That's who she's got to sleep with. But
So she's the only one punished in
she's
this.
the only one. Well, I wouldn't call it a punishment. I'd call it a life of excitement.
Depends on the 20 guys in the room, I guess.
Yeah, but the dice is weighted and it always lands on my number, so. Hey, I can't help it. That's the will of God.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well,
You flew too close to the sun.
I want to kill a sheriff. That's all I want out of my cult is access to every hole and murder a sheriff.
Oh, and there's no killing in my cult, so if any law enforcement happen to be listening to this, don't
yeah.
talk to me, talk to Todd.
I mean, if I'm going royalty, I have to have a guillotine. Doesn't mean I'm going to use it, but I just have one just in case.
Yeah, just to like cut deviled eggs on, or
Yeah. Watermelons, cantaloupes, honeydew, large apples that try to make me choke to death on
yeah.
them.
I think you need to stay away from all fruits. Because I thought of a good. Normally we do this at the end, but I thought of a good would you rather today while I
boy.
was driving, and I couldn't write it down because I was driving. So I kept saying, "Okay, don't forget this. Don't forget this. Would you rather?" But would you rather? Would you rather poop your pants once a day, but you have no idea when it will happen, or a friend poops your pants, but you get to choose the time and location?
Am I
So-
still wearing the pants
Yes,
when they poop them?
that's what pooping pants is.
When
So
my
what-
friend poops them?
Yes, you just hold your pants open, and your friend poops inside of them. So
All right. Do I get
that's
to
why
pick the
it's
friend?
and this is once a day?
yeah, once
Do
a
I
day.
get to pick if they like have a healthy fiber diet, or am I not allowed to pick the friend?
You gotta pick your friend and hope for the best.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I think
Like, could you like put a straight tunnel down?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you build a tunnel.
My answer is very easy. I would be fine with the friend pooping my pants if I get to pick when it happens.
Okay. Do you have like a preferred poop your pants time? Do you want to do
I
it in the
mean-
morning to get it out of the way?
I would just like it to be pre-shower. So like if I'm taking a shower in the evening that day, it's like poop time, shower time. And if it's in the morning, it'd be like wake up, quick poop, quick shower.
Yeah. Hopefully it's quick. And
I mean, it's up to them, but I figure if it's also a friend, if I bought them lunch and dinner, they'd eat what I buy them.
which friend do you choose? Do you have a friend in mind when you say you would let this friend poop in your pants?
I did not have a friend in mind. I could probably pick one.
Yeah. Is it a boy or a girl?
Does it have to be
One of those two,
I
yeah.
was like, could it be
It could be a
like your
they.
cat?
No, that's not
No?
a person.
Okay. You said friend.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
it couldn't be a family member
Sure, if it's a friend, or if you could choose a
or,
family
or
member.
a love interest.
could they be constipated to the point of danger?
Well, but then if they're constipated. So I imagine if someone's pooping in your pants, one of two ways. One way, which I think is more comical, is so like if it's me and I choose a person to poop in my pants, I want a smaller person, right? I don't want someone larger than me making a big person dump in my pants. So what I imagine is taking the smaller person and lifting them up like in front of me and having them wrap their legs around my waist, and then I just pull my pants open
That's not part of the question at all.
and let them poop directly into my pants. That
No,
way.
you did not say holding someone up was part of it because that might change my
How
answer.
else would they poop in your pants?
I thought I'd probably be sitting on the ground holding my pants up and just let them squat.
Oh, now I'm learning a little bit more about you.
I don't want to lift a human to allow them to poop.
I mean, you don't have to. You could squat and hold your pants open, and they could like just kind of
That's
stick.
basically what I'm saying.
No, you said lay on the ground.
Sit on the ground so I was low
it
enough
got
to
very,
catch.
very sexual, and I
Okay.
feel.
Anyways, I would still choose the friend. That is my answer. I've submitted it. Final answer.
Kenny.
Before I answer, I've got questions.
Okay.
If I chose to poop myself, does it just happen, or do I feel it? And
You
can I
don't know the
clench-
time or place. It just happens.
So it could happen right now. All of a sudden, right
Uh-oh.
there. I don't feel it first.
Right.
It just happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I do it, like if I did it right now, would it be noticeable that I do it? Like would my
Yes.
That you
face
shit your
turn
pants?
red? Would I be talking? Just go
Like a baby.
like a baby? would that
I
happen?
mean, do you do that now when you're pooping at home?
No.
Yeah. So no, it'd be just like
No,
a normal
so
poop.
so nobody would notice until the smell hit them.
Right.
Okay.
Or
Unless it depends on the tightness of your pants.
depends.
Oh, I don't wear. It depends. I definitely don't wear tight pants.
Yeah.
So okay, I'm gonna pick number one because I think it would just make not only my life more interesting, but my coworkers' lives more interesting.
The
my
surprise poop?
family's wives more interesting, or my family's lives more interesting.
Would you choose your wife?
No, he's pooping himself.
Oh,
I'm
that's
pooping
right.
I'm
He's
gonna
pooping
choose
his own
number one. I'll
pants.
poop
Yeah.
in my own pants.
So I
I'll just make sure I've got changes of clothes and
yeah, you'd always have to have a pair.
yeah.
Do you have a pair of clothes that you have like just in case something happens?
No.
No.
Just on me at all times?
Yeah.
No.
Don't women normally have? Let me tell you about women, Melanie.
Yeah, tell me about women.
Don't you normally have like emergency panties somewhere, like stashed away in like a safe house, or
I do not, no.
you living dangerous?
I kind of just know what's happening generally. I come prepared when I need to come prepared, but no, I don't usually just like have an extra pair in my pocket.
Well, I'm not saying you don't carry them in your pocket, but like in your glove compartment.
No.
Do you keep extra underwear anywhere?
I don't.
No. Well,
Who told you this?
I have sources.
Okay.
Because back when
Does your wife do that?
I don't know. I don't ask her. We don't use that word, by the way.
Oh, does your assistant do that?
I don't know. I don't know. But I have.
Do you two talk?
Sometimes.
Is
like,
she real?
In passing. She lives in Canada. She's. You wouldn't know her. You wouldn't know her. She's in a different location.
Okay.
But that would explain to me though back when I worked in like a restaurant when I was a wee lad, we would have to clean the bathrooms, and the women's bathroom was by far worse than any man's bathroom. And I saw more just shitty panties in the trash can. I never saw that on the guy's side.
It's because
you.
when you find the panties, are they just like on the floor or in the garbage can?
No, it just sitting like in the trash can or
And
sometimes.
they're poop filled? Is that what you're implying?
Yes.
Okay,
All
this
I
is
can
why.
assume. Okay, I have my own answer.
You
You
go-
first.
you go first. Ladies
my
first.
assumption.
I'm a
My
gentleman.
assumption is there's probably equal poopage.
No.
You're not letting me finish.
No,
we
you're-
have to have this conversation if you're going to bring it up.
Okay.
Most women's underwear are substantially tighter than men's underwear. You're going to poop yourself. It's there, it's tight, it's up on you, it's smushy. There's a large portion of the male population that you poop yourself, it's falling right out your underwear into your pant leg. Boom.
So you're saying that they're equally pooping each other
Yes,
or
I'm
themselves?
saying the situation and type of underwear causes different problems.
Okay, Kenny, what's your theory? Because I'm not buying Melanie's.
No, so when you're changing the garbage, you look in the garbage and there it is, plain as day,
Stop going through the
shitty
garbage.
panties. Okay,
It's
this
the only
is
place-
what
That's where I
happens.
find panties.
Men do it too, but when we don't just throw the dirty underwear in there, we like cover it up with the existing
Or
trash.
you keep wearing it. You're like, I don't care.
Well, I don't.
I
I've never
wouldn't-
wanted. That's
I
only happened to
wouldn't
me
do that.
once in my life, and I threw them away. But I covered them in the trash, and then I washed my hands, and then I went commando the rest of the day.
Wow.
But I did clean myself.
You know something I've learned about the cast of Mama's Comedy Show in doing these podcasts?
What's that, Todd?
All of you have shit your pants.
I actually have not.
No, I'm also.
I
Not
have
yet.
never.
Not yet.
My life is not done, but up until this moment, I have not.
Tonight's going to be
Have
an
you?
exciting. No, I've never
Everybody
have.
shits their pants. at some
Jason
point
does
or
it a
another.
lot.
A lot? Like
Ja-
more than once?
Listen to one of the podcasts. I think it was Big Shit. Jason told the story because it was all about times you pooped yourself or
I
almost
remember
pooped
that.
yourself. Jason at work shit his pants and had a friend bring clothes, and he was Porky Pigging it. Like he took off his pants and his underwear and everything, and just pulled his shirt down like Porky Pig, and hid in the bushes for his friend to come. And then as soon as he jumped in the car, his friend said, "How's it going?" And I went, "You just shit your pants and hung out in the bushes for 30 minutes. How's it going?" is not a good question.
And it was an unplanned shitting of his pants, like an
You
explosive.
think he planned it?
I don't know. I'm just checking based
Well,
on this
most
story.
people don't.
It was an explosive,
He was sick.
wild poop.
He was sick.
Okay.
And he was throwing up and pooping. And he got to the question of which way do I go now? Because I feel like I have to throw up, but I may shit myself. And he said he felt like he'd shit himself out. Like he was playing the odds, but he lost that bet.
Okay.
There's no such thing as shitting yourself out. There's
Yeah.
always more.
I mean, I feel like I've run dry a couple times. And I have a bidet, so I get it all. You get that bonus, you get a bonus poop. If you use a bidet, you basically give yourself a little water enema, and you have a second poop inside you that just comes out. You know what? I changed what my cult is about. My cult is, and that's why I have access to all holes, because I need to check to make sure you're cleaning properly. Let me see your fingernails. All right, so Kenny, you said you would poop yourself.
I poop myself.
I'm still sticking with a friend pooping me.
I would also have a friend poop my
Yeah.
pants. Let's poll the audience. If you would rather poop your own pants, raise your hand.
Just
Okay.
Kenny.
And if you would rather a friend poop your pants, raise your hand. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good friend.
I think they would get sick joy out of it if you choose the right friend.
What if you had a fight with your friend and it was the friend that poops your pants once a day, and you had a fight but you still had to do it? Yeah, every day. That's a commitment.
What happens if your lives don't end at the same time?
Listen, you have pets. You have to make
You
sacrifices.
just told me the pet can't poop in your
No, the,
pants.
the pet can't poop in your pants. But I'm saying you have to make considerations. If you're going on vacation, you go, "Hey, my buddy's coming with me because I need someone to
what
poop in my
happens
pants."
if your friend dies before you do? and their pooping timeline ends, and
That
you
is
still
a
need friend poop.
That's a much deeper philosophical question.
There you go.
What, Josh? You had a question?
Sorry.
Is this against your friend's will?
Is it against their will? What if? Okay, let's say this: you have to get permission from a friend to be that person. So it may not be the first person you call.
I think it would be. I think we'd find someone who loved us enough.
All right, I got a way to handle this. Todd, who is your best friend in the world? Your one ride or die.
I don't know. Like
You don't say
someone.
your assistant, you're gonna get divorced.
Okay, you know
If
what?
you are
Say-
thinking way too hard about it, if you
say
do
your
not
assistant.
say,
okay, my assistant.
Okay, this is what you do. You and your assistant create a pact. Whoever dies first, the one who lives gets to shit on your grave.
Oh, she's dying first.
Okay, then you get to poop on her grave.
I still think she's gonna kill you at some point.
No,
Listen, if she hasn't killed him at this point, it's not going to happen.
she's Canadian.
Oh yeah,
way
they,
too polite.
They don't kill people.
Yeah. All right. Well, we
She just
should.
has so many reasons to.
Yeah. You know what? That's. I know I've said this on the podcast before, but I've said no matter what happens, no matter how I die, my will is laid out that 50% of everything I own goes to the person who finds the real killer. And she's like, but people are going to assume that I did it. And I said, you better hope I die in a nice, clean way. Because good fucking luck. All right, we should start wrapping things up.
Okay.
Melanie,
Hey,
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that I believe I am probably the only person who has poked themselves in an eye with an apple.
You almost
based
did it just
on-
now.
I
with-
almost did it with my quesadilla.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kenny, what did you learn tonight?
I've learned that we talk an unhealthy amount of shit on this podcast.
Yeah. It's healthy. Everyone does it.
Yeah.
Everyone poops as a book.
I was just on vacation and
Rags.
I don't like pooping on an airplane, and so I will hold it
You
until
just use the air sickness bag?
Yeah. No, when I finally got to the Airbnb, we were with a group of people, and as soon as I sat down in the morning, I was like, that was pretty good poop. Tapered on both ends, solid, nice S shape. That's technically a perfect poop. If it's a slight S shape means it's retaining some of the form from your intestines, and the
There you
tapered on
go.
both ends, very few wrinkles.
So if you're so proud of your poop, are you changing your answer? You're going to poop in your own pants so you can look at it and admire it and talk
No.
about how great it is?
No, he can't, because if he poops in his own pants, it's going to get all blotched up.
It's gonna get ruined.
It doesn't have anywhere to go, and it's going to get
Yeah.
ruined.
It's going to look like a Reese's cup.
Listen, you ever use a Play-Doh Fun Factory and put like something in front of it as the stuff comes out? It loses its shape real
Yeah.
quick and it just bunches up. It's nuts.
I always said I would do spaghetti if I could do a.
Yeah,
With
I
my
remember that podcast.
I learned something tonight too. Melanie, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for my lesson that I learned tonight, because I feel like I always learn something about you, and every time I think that you're like a really sweet person, every time I think that like you're genuinely like the girl next door, the sweet one, you say something like, I want someone to poop in my pants. All right, guys, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 9 p.m. Go to www.mamascomedyshow.com to reserve your seats. Kenny, where can people find you?
Usually at the IHOP eating my weight in pancakes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Both you or Melanie don't really give out your personal information. So if you
No, only to the person who's going to poop in my pants.
if you message the contact button on the Mama's Comedy Show website, I will give you both of their home addresses just so you can
Great.
say hi.
Actually, no, I don't have a problem giving out. You can find me on Facebook, Threads, and Instagram. Just typing Kenny Jardine. I can't imagine there's a lot of us out there.
Yeah.
I don't have them. I'm not hiding them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those things that makes me think that you've killed people. You can find my books on Amazon. Just search Todd Farron on Amazon. There's a bunch of them. You'll find something you like. All right, that's it. we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
In the town where rumors flow, there's a boy named Kenny, you know. Some say he's special, others say slow. But there's more to Kenny, you should know. There's nothing wrong with Kenny, he's just more special than so many. He only smiles when his head is nice and clear, which is why his smiles never disappear. He sees the world in a different light, with colors and shades shining bright. While others rush, he takes his time. Eating his crayons is not a crime. There's nothing wrong with Kenny, he's just more special than so many. He only smiles when his head is nice and clear, which is why his smiles never disappear. There's nothing wrong with Kenny, he's just more special than a lucky penny. He only smiles when his head is nice and clear, which is why his smiles never disappear. In his world, he's the king, dreams that make his heart sing. You may not fit it, but that's okay. For Kenny shines in his own special way. So let's embrace Kenny, he's a good guy. He's working his hardest to keep his pants dry. For in his simplicity, there's laughter and light. In Kenny's world, there's no need to fight. There's nothing wrong with Kenny, he's just more special than so many. He only smiles when his head is nice and clear, which is why his smiles never disappear. So here's to Kenny, unique and true in a world that may not understand, but who knew? His beauty in his simplicity, to say the least. Hide all your women, he's hung like a beast.